dragon close to our heart. Fire's burning wild, tearing us apart. In the shadows we find our start, dancing with danger, playing our part. Wings of fury slicing the night, tales of legend lost in flight. Whispers of power hidden from sight, embracing the chaos with all our might. Chaos dragon, feel the roar, breaking shackles forevermore. From ashes rise we'll soar, in your flame we find our core. Burning bright like wild fantasy, echoes of past now set us free. Riding on winds of destiny, finding truth in the debris. With every blaze we understand, holding tight to the beast's hand. In this fire we make a stand, love and chaos go hand in hand. Chaos dragon, feel the roar, breaking shackles forevermore. From ashes rise we'll soar, in your flame we find our core. Chaos dragon, feel the roar, breaking shackles forevermore. From ashes rise we'll soar, in your flame we find our core. Dragon close to our heart, fire's burning wild, tearing us apart. In the shadows we find our start, dancing with danger, playing our part. Wings of fury slicing the night, tales of legend lost in flight. Whispers of power hidden from sight, embracing the chaos with all our might. Chaos dragon, feel the roar, breaking shackles forevermore. From ashes rise we'll soar.
I was muted. Sorry about the abrupt transition, but I always forget that the transition is just a sudden cut. It doesn't dim the music and then whatever. But welcome back, everyone. I am back from a hellacious week at work. I just had to work 8, 9 days in a row where I was basically working all day. On paper, I worked 8-hour shifts every day, but I was also having to run errands. And if any of you who know me, the way my brain works, an 8-hour shift takes me 10 to 12 hours to actually do. And it's in such a manner that I had no time to stream. I do apologize for that. I was in the middle of trying to stream Code Vein 2. That will be resuming soon, TM. I believe that as long as I can get my work for the week done in a timely manner, I will be resuming that stream on Saturday. But for now, let's get back into the D&D. Sorry, the Pathfinder 2e. We are doing the God of Light campaign. I have a bunch of lovely assholes in my chat right now. I'm currently deafened, and they are streaming something in the Discord, so I'm gonna have to tell them and be like, "Bonk, hey, we're live on Twitch." But yeah.
That much.
Just so you know, we are now live. Y'all are now talking to my chat.
Hello. But my point essentially is just I learned a tech that no one fucking knows about this character yet.
Valid.
And I didn't even play him that often. Like, this shit people don't fucking know about. Because when this ends, your fucking pistol comes back, but your pistol gives jump height. No one has fucking talked about it yet. I've seen
In
no
P9,
video on it.
I figured out a heal plan on White Mage that took me all the way through parse parties.
Goddamn.
Week 1,
Like-
2.
Anywho,
Yeah.
keeping y'all
Pathfinder game
lovely
stuff.
assholes focused.
Let's focus.
To be fair, we were talking about this before the stream started.
It is past 6:30. It's past stream start. Y'all, whatever. I can't focus either. I need Adderall, but my doctor's office isn't allowed to prescribe Adderall. So next time when I go in for my next checkup, I'm gonna be like, hey, I really benefited from being on Adderall. What do I need to do to go get prescribed Adderall again, so I can actually, have a 8-hour work shift just be an 8-hour work shift and not a 10+ hour work shift that I only get paid 8 hours for? But anywho, who would like to recap what happened last time? I know it's been 3 weeks, but surely
I was gonna
one
say,
of
my
y'all
brain
remembers.
is not me. My brain is not braining.
My character has a brain cell, I don't.
The last thing I remember is the fucking session before this.
What part of the session before this do you remember?
Getting essentially drugged the power, the like level up stuff. Jody fucking fighting the wizard. Running out. Kipa fighting the water spirit, and then like my brain just turns off after that moment.
A lot of what happened was traveling the random fires, which led to us finding demons and Jody making a deal.
Devils.
Devils.
Devils. God, I thought I was right and I was wrong.
It's simple.
But-
You make a deal with a devil. Devils are bound by their word. They will always make sure the word is twisted enough that it's in their favor, but they are bound by their word. You make a deal with a demon and they're just going to drink your kidney through a straw.
Valid.
Where do I sign up?
You already made a deal with the devil. You can't make a deal with a demon while you are still bound by contract to a devil.
I'll throw them out at nothing and fucking walk away from them. I will fucking. Don't tell me.
This
what
is my
to
party
do,
chat.
woman.
This is what I have to deal with. Anywho, so K-Paw was kind enough to share his notes. Or should I say the phase notes, since K-Paw is currently no longer called K-Paw. Well, technically, she has allowed him to continue using the name for now. One day the party's just gonna wake up and forget K-Paw's name.
It's fine, probably.
I mean, it's not like you pronounce it correctly anyway.
Is his new name going to be Kaboom? We changed from K-Paw to Kaboom.
Kaboom.
But looking at the notes, 2 days north of Kree, a dragon flies by way up above, flying in direction of Kree. You made it to the city. They ask your business and are surprised to see the riding drake. They know it's from Ryfel. Threatened with jail if we cause any trouble, but lets us through after Bryn speaks. Must stable the drake and horses. Late fee if we don't pick it up on time. So you have until end of business day to, well, technically today. You found a lodge for cheap thanks. You found a lodge for free at a cheap place thanks to Jody's previous work. Rumors of devils, dragons, assassination from Ryfel, all different ideas about the murder. The one who thinks it was a dragon is not on drugs. Apparently that was important enough to place in the notes.
It's because I'm pretty sure I got a nat 20 for that.
But yes, so you are up in the morning. I don't know if this was explicitly stated in one of the previous sessions, but you do know that you have a point of contact at the Minister of Foreign Affairs. You know, the same ministry where somebody was just recently murdered.
We also did run into a thing where they bought some ink from a trader like Tit and Tat.
Yeah, that was how we found out that the guy got.
Yes. So you scrolling through some more notes.
Yeah, and because the alchemist gave us a carriage and horses. Fletcher bought some ink and gave it to Bryn.
Fletcher bought 10 random things of ink because Fletcher didn't want change.
Wait, you bought so much just to avoid change?
Yes.
That is a decision.
Brynhilder and don't believe that the Hound of Abaddon was involved in the murder because of their lore checks.
Yep. That is another thing.
Yeah, then the sheep devils, and then devils pretending to be sheep, whatever. Oh, Saren can give us 8 minor elixirs per day.
Yep.
Speaking of her, she was also, I believe you said 1 or 2 days before we got there, was almost done with figuring out how to get
the
into
items
the
I
thing.
needed for my freaking turn-ins. That's wonderful. Oh.
She almost finished with the book. Therefore, we can figure out what the item is soon.
Yep.
We did anything about it, but we stopped in a small village that was known for very special ale.
Did you stop by the village, or did you?
We
No,
did.
you
we
stopped
were
by
not.
the crossroads to it.
But, yeah.
There is a village, yeah.
Yeah, that Jody specifically only knew had good alcohol.
And y'all decided
I
to keep
think-
going.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I have 3 fucking bottles. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
we
that
don't
much of a drunkard, right?
fine.
Okay. In which case, so y'all wake up the next morning, and most of the other people have already cleared out. What are y'all doing?
Odds are probably talking with the innkeep about what's been happening with both of us. Obviously not the things that I cannot say physically, but
Hey, Jody, you've been gone a while. What you been up to?
long story short, I got stuck on a mission and now I'm stuck with these lot.
Insert Fletcher hopping up onto Jody's shoulders.
This one, however, is fine though.
Does Fletcher say anything? Has Fletcher said anything in front of this innkeep before?
No, Fletcher's just purring at the thought of being the only one who's actually good in the party to Jody.
I think it's quite the opposite. I think everyone else is too good for Judy.
So the innkeep will look at Jody, look at Fletcher, look at Jody, and go, "Well, I'll be damned. I owe the busboy a gold." Then he'll look at the
What?
rest of the party and go, "Traveling with a knight from Ryfel. That's interesting work for people in your line of work.
Not by choice, but
Could be lucrative if you know the right people. If you want, I can go through my contacts, see if they have anything that you can do for extracurricular credit."
Jody will just like look back to see if the party's looking at her.
Saren is nose deep in the book. I have no clue what K-Paul or Brynhilda is doing, and of course you have Fletcher on your shoulder.
Eating or playing with fire or water.
Came out just to use the magic in the corner.
And what
If
is
there is
Brynhilda
any
doing?
visible flames, you need to say so right now.
He might play with some water, in there. It's for drinking, but he'd mostly be focused on eating.
Oi, be careful with that magic. Last time I had a mage just casting willy-dilly in here, they nearly burnt half the place down. Any water damages, and I'll take it out of your hide.
He just tend to wet himself from time to time.
The barkeep will look at Jody and just go, "You mean like half the clientele here?"
Yeah, somewhat different, but all the same, really.
But no need to make your choice now. I'll do some poking around, and before you head out of the area for good, you can stop by and I'll share with you what I come up with.
Sounds good. For your sake, I am just going to say Jody says his name or her name, and just not force you to make a character name for them.
You would only know him as barkeep.
I
Okay.
love that.
Then she'll just say, "Sounds good, keep." We should get this job going now. Unless the faster we do this, the faster I'm rid of them. Although I'll fight anyone here for this fucking cat.
The
Fletcher's
barkeep will
just
just kind of
happily
shake
purring.
his head and go, "Busboy called it on the spot." This is under his
What?
breath, so you're going to have to roll a perception check to decipher it. "She became a bloody crazy cat lady."
Hold on. Okay, that is going to have to be a fucking maybe, because I don't remember my perception, but I rolled a 15 on the die.
That is enough to catch it. Fletcher, you have an absurd perception. Are you rolling as well?
Sure, might as well. That's a natural 18.
Yeah, so you both hear him muttering this under his breath because he's not being... You're used to this, Jody. He's not exactly subtle. He'll, like, try to talk under his breath, but he's not very good at it. But you both just
Hey.
hear him call you a crazy cat lady. And Fletcher is wise enough to make the connection that that's probably what he meant when he said he owes the busboy a gold.
Fletcher, do you want to
Fletcher's
say
just-
something?
Fletcher's just gonna keep happily purring.
Jody will just go, "Hey, it's because I got a soft spot for this one. Doesn't mean that I'm a crazy cat lady."
He'll
It'd
look
be
up
nice to have.
and go, "Oh,
it-
sorry. Who am I kidding? No, I'm not. It starts with just one. That's what they all say. But I bet
Yeah.
But I bet you 5 silver. Wait, I've already lost one bet on this matter. Ah, fuck it. The busboy's got instincts. I'll bet you a whole gold, but within 10 years you've got 10 of the fuckers around.
Listen, unless this one gets up in some other one's business, I'm happy with one. I it's nice having a companion as mischievous as myself. A companion.
He'll give a light chuckle. Whatever you say, Jody. Now, get out of here. I gotta clean the place up before the lunch crowd comes in.
Yeah. Enjoy making your slop keep. And she'll just walk away.
You'll hear him yell after you. Slop, you didn't seem to complain about it lately. Oh, God.
she'll just chuckle on her way out.
The oh god is because I heard something, but I'm not seeing anything in either of my things, so I don't know what I heard.
But yeah, just Jody will sort of wave the group to see if to like try to call them out so we can finish this job.
Okay, so, question.
Answer.
Jody, do you know where the Office of Foreign Affairs is in this city? Or is
I mean,
that
I
someplace
do
you would have avoided like the plague?
I mean, I do literally have a lore city for a reason.
I'm not going to
For this
require a
specific.
roll on it unless you just think your character would not care.
I feel like she would know most the places here, whether it is to avoid or not to. Like she literally grew up here. Like there's well not grew up here, but like she spent a long time here.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you lead the party then. Why am I saying no? That is not something a DM is supposed to say. My bad. You are the best option for leading the party to the Office of Foreign Affairs. Then
Clearly, Fletcher, who is on Jody's shoulders, is the one who's actually leading the party, despite having never left.
Like
Fletcher's
Remy
area
fucking
growing up.
pulling my hair from the side.
Exactly.
So a wild Dratini did just appear in chat.
Dratini.
If you want to try to catch it.
I'm not one to do the Twitch stuff.
Okay.
It's not an EV and therefore I don't want it, but I love that
Only
it
reason I bring it
exists.
up is because Dragonair is Tanky's fave.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
I have 2 plushes of them that are on my desk currently.
Anyway,
I bought 2
focusing
more
back.
plushies.
So, do y'all head straight there, or do y'all try to do anything else on the way?
She would specifically try to avoid in character spot that happened in I think session 0 for us.
Yep. Don't want to be seen before you've completed your job for the family.
Yep. Especially with the person. Maybe not the best idea. So if it takes longer, she will specifically lead around it.
For that, I will require a society roll or a lore city roll, whichever you think would be higher for your character.
What does Lore City use normally?
Intelligence.
Shit. And what is society?
Well,
it
you
doesn't matter,
see,
19.
when a group of people decide to make a bunch of laws and to not be dicks to each other,
Society also
Motherfucker doesn't-
uses intelligence.
Motherfucker, doesn't matter. I also rolled a 19, you asshole. How dare- I'm pretty sure my intelligence is a 0, but I might be trained in one of them, so like...
Society
you're
calls
automatically
it
trained in your default lore, but I don't know about the other part. But anyway, in that case, you're able to make a path which takes you to the ministry while avoiding most of the usual hangouts for the Marcellion family. I do not know if that is the actual name I gave you once upon a time, but is the name they are having today. It might not be the name the next time I bring them up, but
Do you
There's
want me to
something
write
that-
that down or no?
that
Just
is
like if it's
entirely
not
up to you.
if it's not a set in stone name, I'll just hold off.
So the only problem about running 2 campaigns with the same player is that you've got a lot of junk on both ends.
Listen, one's a little innocent sheep and one's a literal criminal.
But okay, so you can go ahead and write it down. Have fun trying to spell it.
Marcelli?
Marcellion.
Marcellion.
It is very Italian inspired.
Marcellion.
There's a G in there somewhere.
Sounds about
Fucking
right.
where?
Towards the end.
Huh?
I don't know.
Marcellegion. Does that work?
Sure. Just okay.
I was like, okay, maybe it's MARG. No, towards the end.
So it's like, you know how is it baloney that's spelled that way?
Blockna.
Yeah, it's like a G and E.
Lasagna.
Yeah, it's definitely the G in. The G in, but the G is silent because it's lasagna, not lasagna.
MARCELGNE.
Oh god, I hope none of my viewers are Italian
O-N?
and taking this personally.
Or double, hold on. MARCELLGNEON.
Sure.
That's all right. I'm trying my best. I wrote this 4 times now.
And I'm pretty sure I've said sure for everything other than being like, there's a G in there somewhere.
You said sure, and then there's a G, and I'm like, huh?
Don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna leave it and just pray that I can fucking read that properly next time.
I'm gonna get canceled by the Italian community, and honestly, I deserve it for this bullshit.
As the resident partial Italian in this call, I say you're fine. You get a pass. Probably.
You get a pass until I have to fucking pronounce it next time.
Yeah, you get a pass until it gets brought up again, and then we cackle about it for another 6 times.
I'm gonna like have a stroke reading it.
I'll have an official spelling for it later, because it's based
I
off
don't
of an
think that'll
actual
help me.
Italian name, so...
Oh, I can just look up the name then.
Good luck spelling it properly.
Alright, let's move on and we can talk about the family later.
Everything I fucking find is what I spelt normally. Whatever. Yeah.
Anywho, so you manage to make it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where the guards immediately seem to tighten up at seeing Jody. How closely is Rin following Jody in this situation?
I mean, probably fairly close.
So they'll tense up at the sight of Jody, and then they'll become confusingly tensed up at the sight of Bryn. Let's see. What is their attitude towards this situation? One of them will look at Brynhilder, who you're wearing your night garb, right?
Yeah.
And so they'll look at Brynhilder and K-Paw and Saren, who very much look like they are more okay, maybe not K-Paw, but definitely Saren and Bryn looking more official. K-Paw would presumably be wearing some of the clothes that was given to him by the House of Berlin when he was doing his training, right?
I think art related or whatever, or a symbol on it or something. Yeah.
Okay. And then they'll look at Jody. Let's see. Does the guard remember Jody?
I like the idea of Fletcher's just happily perched on Jody's shoulder.
So one of the guards will speak up to Bryn. I'm sorry, ma'am. Is this riffraff giving you some trouble?
What do you mean riffraff?
He'll
She's
look
actually
at
with
Jody
me.
and go, "You know what you did," and then just look back at Bryn without any more elaboration.
I'll hold up a hand. She's actually somewhat of a conscript.
The guards will look at each other, look at Jody, and go, "Ah, you finally got caught without." Wait. They pause for a second, finally processing. You got caught doing some crime in Galau's kingdom, did you? And the other one will just be like, well, since you're here at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and you've conscripted her, I assume you're here to register the proper paperwork? And they both just burst out laughing at the idea. Jody, you can roll to see if you remember these two guards in particular, but honestly, at this point in your life, all guards probably look the same to you.
That's a 12. On the
Yeah.
die, I don't know what I'm rolling.
Yeah, no, you don't remember these guards in particular, but you're used to stories about you being spread amongst the guards, a bunch of near cases and suspicions that were never enough for you to actually be arrested, but enough that most of the guard who already don't treat people dressed like you well to treat you a bit less well.
Oh, that's cute. You think I'm branded? Funny. Now, are you lackeys done? Because we kind of need to get going.
Well, we do need to know the lady's purpose before we let her in.
Assuming we had an actual story for that, right?
You would have been given a letter that would be your letter of introduction to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs within Kree.
Then I would hand over the letter in that case.
They look the letter, they look at the seal. Huh. That's not the right minister. Then the other one will speak up and go, although that might be a better thing, seeing as how, the right minister is currently... He'll pause for a second.
Dead?
And then just whisper, on vacation. The other guard will look at him and go, you dunce. We're not sworn to secrecy. The rumors are everywhere. I'm pretty sure the half of Ryfel knows about the news by now.
Are you
Anywho,
referring to the one that was burned alive?
is that what people are hearing nowadays? Just yesterday, the rumors was he was disemboweled and hung with his intestines.
Well, since you're
Anywho,
not bound to secrecy, what might have killed him? I can use some extra gold to sell the information.
unfortunately above my pay grade. I only know the rumors, and even amongst the guard, they're not consistent. One person could have swore he was drowned.
Wow, no wonder why you guys are useless.
What's your AC?
Good question.
Are they going to fight Jody? Can Fletcher just casually move his sword in front of Jody?
Not
Via
in this
folded
scenario.
heel. On this scenario, got it, fine.
Yeah, I have no clue what my AC is. If it helps, I know my highest stat is Dex. And I do think I have leather armor, or like an equivalent to leather armor.
The problem with Path Builder being down.
It's always down on fucking Wednesday for some reason.
It's like,
Okay,
it's on game
so
day.
Jody, the guy is going to pull out his billy club and just slam it into your gut hard. This is a critical hit.
Oh.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
I do that when I have dice. That didn't help me because it rolled a fucking 4.
Okay. Pick a number between
2.
1 and 4. 2? Okay.
2. Fucking rolling a 4 and a 1 and 3.
Well, this is just thematically perfect. The crit effect is called and stayed down. You take normal damage, but you are knocked prone and stunned too.
You knocked the cat over too.
They're city guards. They don't care about a cat carried by a criminal.
They do if they want to live.
You're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. You're knocked prone, stunned 2. Which means technically if you were in combat, you would lose 2 of your actions. But since this isn't a combat situation, and the guard will just look down at you and go, "Don't you know assaulting a god is a criminal offense?"
Fletcher is very annoyed, especially since he is now on the ground. Looks up and goes, "Don't you know assaulting the Immortal King's pet, the Immortal King cat's mount is also an offense?"
The cat spoke
Tell
up for
them.
the mount.
Kill him.
Both of the guards will just look at each other stunned. Look at the cat. A talking cat? Where the...
Down to me! I say!
They're both still stunned. One of the guards just go, surely it's a con. Another
I
trick.
say go. Now.
We're not about
And
to
then
bow to
Fletcher's
some
gonna
criminal
start
scum.
Fletcher very much does not care for these things, and he may or may not be the wisest one in the party, but that does not mean that Fletcher is taking this shit lying down. I know that I have a dragon breath.
Oh.
That's the only thing I know Fletcher knows how to do.
Are you about to attack the guards?
If somebody in the party does not tell them who I am and get them to back down, yes.
So the situation, I will say, out of character, the situation was about to de-escalate itself before you spoke up.
Fletcher is a cat who does what does.
Yeah. Need
And
I
you might
remind
wanna
you
step in.
that any act of retaliation against these guards right now will be seen as an international incident.
Yes, very likely. Fletcher, this is very much a Brett needs to step in situation.
Yeah.
Jody will also just add, it's like, you think I'm running with these people willingly? They're fucking king in their job.
The guard will look at Jody, still confused about how Jody is pulling off a talking cat act, and go, obviously you're not working with them willingly, you're a conscript! Don't you know what a conscript is? Or is your criminal brain too small to understand simple words?
Okay, now Brent needs to step in.
Yeah. Enough. We have business to attend to.
Yes. Keep your pets
I will stab
on a
you.
shorter leash. Next time an incident happens, they'll end up in jail, and you'll end up with a fine. And they'll open the gate to let you into the complex.
when she is further, like, far enough. Well, unless you want to say something right now.
No, it's just a sigh.
She'll just
Fletcher's
go.
just saying,
She'll
Fletcher's
just go.
upset.
Don't worry. Once I'm done with you guys, they're gonna deal with me.
How quietly do you say that?
That was a
I-
win away from them situation.
As like literally like way past them. I'm not dealing with. Oh, Jody's not dealing with charges, at least while everyone's in the party.
Okay. Well, as soon as you go past the gates and out of their earshot, you are within earshot of more guards. This is basically the equivalent of stepping into an embassy on American soil. It is highly guarded, high security.
To be fair, they don't know what I'm talking about. I just said they will. I'll deal with them later.
So, as you walk through, you walk down the path up to the door leading to the actual building. The guards there give Jody a dirty look.
She'll just stick her tongue out at them.
One of the guards will say, kind of under their breath, but not hiding it, "Oi, looks like another one's about to be getting the brand. About damn time some people are cleaning up the streets."
You lot really do think I can be branded?
I am not going to have to design a combat encounter in the fucking embassy. Y'all are not going to push me to.
Jody is a smartass. You should know this by now. Making two smartasses fucking talk it out is the worst thing you could do.
My guy would probably be like, I mean, I could probably give you a brand if you really want one.
Okay, as you're walking by, the guards seem to ignore you, but you're tripped and fall face first.
Which one did it? Which one of these fuckers did it? Why is the cat on the ground for the second time?
Can I at least make a roll to catch the cat?
I'll allow it for Fletcher's sake. Roll me a reflex save.
No, you mean for your sake so that you don't start an encounter because of me. That's
Fuck, hold
what
on,
you
I
mean.
put my dice somewhere. Hold on. Where the fuck did I put it?
You are a level
There it is.
2 cleric entering a building filled with highly trained guards.
So 13 plus whatever you'd have me roll, whether it be acrobatics or like just flat dexterity or whatever.
It would be reflex, which...
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
so
I have like an
while you're
8 or
not
something.
able to prevent yourself from falling flat on your face, no, not again, because the first time you were hit in the stomach and fell backwards, but you fall flat on your face, but you manage to catch Jody and just kind of hold her up. You know those like memes where they catch the basket of eggs as their face lands on the concrete?
Man, the roof is really high in this embassy.
You haven't
Embassy.
entered the building yet. You're technically on the quote-unquote porch.
Wow, this porch roof is really high.
I don't get the roof, the relevance of the roof.
the like cartoon like catching the basket thing usually has it like getting fucking airtime.
Yeah.
Not quite in this case, but yeah. And then the other one of the guards will say, "I don't know about you, Mistress Knight, but I think you'd be better served finding a less clumsy conscript, slave."
Fletcher's hissing with his whole fucking chest. He does not like these people.
Welcome to my life, little one. These people are
Not worth it. They're
Oi.
not worth it.
Maybe is the cat saying not worth it?
Yes. The cat is staring at the one who tripped Jody, calling him not worth it. To
Oh,
his
you don't
fucking
know
face.
which one tripped Jody.
Well, then whoever decided to speak to Brunhilde.
So the other guard will speak and go, "Oi, that's a nice trick.
I
Didn't
will
realize that she had
genuinely-
stepped into ventriloquism."
I am not a ventriloquist cat. I am an awakened cat. I am. I don't like you people.
The guards will just look at Brynhilder, unfazed by the cat talking, and go, "You might want to keep a tighter leash on your
I
slave
swear to
here."
God! Stop with the leashes! Fletcher's upset. I'm sorry. Fletcher's looking at Bryn like, tell them who I am. Tell them I am not a ventriloquist dummy. Please. Please. Please.
Why do you care who they think you are? We're just here to meet somebody.
They're treating Jody bad. And they're also just being rude to me. And I don't take rudeness. It's bad. You don't do that.
One of the guards then spits on Jody and goes, "Cut the trick out. Disparaging guards is paramount to assault."
Bren, please tell them who I am. Please, stop laughing.
I don't think Bryn is laughing in character.
No, I'm telling Reina to stop laughing. I'm trying to be serious.
I can't. My brain is not working.
Okay, babe, flip your mic up for a second then, so Inka can be serious.
No, it's like I just need Brent to tell them who Fletcher is, please, for my own sanity. Fletcher grew up like basically being pampered. He does not understand why people are being disrespectful, especially to someone that is carrying him. He's just a little lad. He doesn't understand.
Sorry, my brain is just not functioning.
Would it help to type it out first?
No, I can't.
Okay, in this case, we can skip the roleplay part of it, and you can just be like, okay, Brynhilder tells them who Fletcher is.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And my fucking Sims just fucking crashed.
The guards will just kind of look at each other. How much does Bryn tell? Like, that the cat is, in fact, the awakened pet of the Immortal King?
Mhm.
I didn't hear your response, Rena.
I'm sorry, what?
How far into it do you go? Like, obviously you can't tell what the quest is, but you can say you're, like, on business for blah. Do you say that Fletcher is the awakened pet of the Immortal King?
Yes, yes.
Bloody hells, it's not an act. The other one just snickers and goes, that actually makes more sense. You don't honestly believe street scum like her would be good enough to pull off a ventriloquism act like that. Has Jody stood up at this point?
Oh yeah. She's just fully done with her shit. Like,
Let's just go.
It's like, if you are done insulting my soldier, I would like to get on with my business.
They'll look at each other and just say, well, make sure that your soldier minds their manners. And then they'll open the doors to let you in.
Jody will just say, "This is the exact kind of thing that your kingdom has done, given these people egos. Obviously away from them, but."
So, as you step through the doors, you're met by, you guessed it, a couple of more guards. These guards are wearing fancier armor, and there is a desk with a receptionist at it.
We probably have to show the letter to the receptionist,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
As you show the letter to the receptionist, she looks at it, verifies the seal. You see her pull out a magic stone and run it over the seal itself. All seems to be in order. You can either head up the stairs, it'll be 4 doors down, take a right through that hallway, and then a left at the first turn. or we can have one of the guards escort you.
We don't need your guards.
We can go. Just walk.
I think we should be able to follow some simple directions without an escort.
Are you sure that the building can be a bit of a maze at times?
If you are sending a guard with us, can you please make sure they know not to speak rudely of anyone in the party? Like the last few as we were walking through, please?
You're wasting your
I'm
breath.
being very nice. I
You're
am
wasting
doing
your
the
breath,
very
Kat.
polite thing.
The receptionist just looks absolutely dumbfounded at the talking cat.
I am the immortal king's awakened cat. Can you please, if you're going to give us a guard, give us a nice cat? I am trying the polite thing. The polite thing works to get food. Can it please get us a nice guard?
The receptionist has dropped the letter, dropped the stone, and is just stuttering. A talking cat. A cat. The cat is
just-
talking. It's a talking cat.
Jo-
At
We
this
should
Jody
point,
be
doesn't-
on our way.
Yeah,
at
Jody
this
just
point,
walks.
one of the guards just looks at her, picks up the letter and the stone, places the stone on the desk, and says, "If you'll follow me, please," and begins to
moment-
escort you.
The moment the receptionist stuttered, Jody already left. So like, unless the guard is literally like
he would've
running
been
in front
dead.
of her,
Pretty much.
like she's not like running. She's just
You would
walking
find
away
you are
from-
physically unable to walk up the stairs until
Oh.
the guard approaches. Magic barriers. I do apologize. Tightened security in response to the incident the other day.
Understandable.
He'll look at the cat and just be like,
don't start this again. That's Jody literally saying it to him.
"You don't see many talking animals in the city. Usually if you do, it's at the academy."
And I don't meet many rude people, and I've met many rude people today. Can we please just go? I am trying to be polite.
He'll just give a chuckle and go, "You have to understand. You have chosen somebody who is mildly infamous in the town." He'll look at Jody with a slightly apologetic gaze before saying, "Now, if you'll follow me." When she said the place is a bit like a maze, it's quite literal. One of the magical protections has turned the place into a maze. I don't know why she didn't just have me walk with you from the get-go. He looks at the seal and goes, "Oh, that's why." It's not
Jed-
often that people are here on business to the First Minister.
Just one quick thing. Jody is just gonna to help Fletcher feel less bad. Will just whatever way Fletcher will like to be held while being pet, Jody will do that, and then pet Fletcher.
Yes. This does help. You're holding him baby style with the sword swinging by your side happily. This does help quite a bit.
As y'all are walking along, the guard will take some time to explain, because it's a good 15-minute walk through the building before you get to the doors to where you're going. He'll explain that the guards that aren't ranked, your standard beat guards, do not look kindly on the less fortunate in town. Kind of very much a classism. If it doesn't look like you have money, it's assumed you're a criminal type situation. The laws of the city are not the kindest. He does in fact confirm that verbal abuse talking back to a guard is often enough to be warranted as assault on a guard. And while it usually doesn't result in more than a night or two in jail, it is legally appropriate to, well, as is the case with Jody, apprehend the criminal with brute force if necessary. The ranked guards, not a lot of them agree with it, but everything is on edge. The truce between Rifel and the southern town, the Cold War, for lack of a better term, has put Crete has only been around for about 75 years or so. Crete is very much on edge, as if a full-blown war does break out, they are where the battleground is going to be happening. Um, he takes the chance to explain the meaning of the city's full name, which is Stolen Heart. The Cree used to be a temple city where the god of darkness was worshipped. And whenever it became apparent that Glau's war was going to go on and might actually result in the god of darkness's death, because at the time they had no idea about the seal, the god used a huge margin of his power to seal off the southern continent from the northern continent, because it's a north continent, a southern continent, and the country you're currently in is just a massive land bridge about the size of, okay, I say massive, it depends on your definition of massive. It's basically the size of Tennessee acting as a land bridge. And so a lot of the upper class have been widening the wealth gap and been super on edge and everything else. So pretty much everything in the current laws is to protect the higher ups while basically doing a giant middle finger to the poor people.
People rarely learn from history.
I will say there is no relevant history in this world for them to have learned of in this situation. But
There's nowhere where people have literally like risen up to the people above them because of oppression.
when the people in power tend to have living, walking nukes.
Fair.
And you got to remember that Rifel and everything else, the House of Commons and everything else that's been in place by the Immortal King for as long as most people can remember, you don't really have, in Rifel itself, you don't really have as big of a wage gap or everything else, because anyone that can rise up does through merits. There is a heavy amount of meritocracy to Rifel and the Kingdom of Galau. So your history per se wouldn't have any examples. You don't really have much history of what's going on south of the Veil, so you have no idea what's going on the southern continent. And the other 4 nations in the northern continent are all relatively stable,
so
for
it
lack
would
of a
be
better
more-
term.
I don't understand the idea of forsaking those who could do well.
Do well with what? Benefiting your wars? Your country's not perfect. Neither is this place.
No country is perfect. As long as they're run by people.
But
That we can agree on, Captain. Not even jokingly. at this point, it's more just like as respectful as Jody is comfortable being right now to Bryn.
So you get to the door, which surprisingly doesn't have any guards next to it. The guard who was escorting you, never gave you his name, by the way, will just look at it and go, "So, you might be wondering, if this person is so important, why doesn't he have guards?" And he pauses as if expecting an answer.
I guess would be
I
is that
mean,
they
you-
don't need it.
Well, you did say that the hallways are like a maze, and we literally couldn't get through without you anyway.
The instructions should have sufficed. Could have sufficed, but it's better not to let people wonder because... And he'll just pull out a small loaf of bread, toss it at the door, which will immediately be shot down by 2 bolts of fire from gems that appear out of nowhere.
Yep, had a feeling it was something like that.
Toast.
The First Minister of Foreign Affairs is a rather accomplished mage. He's responsible for the defenses you see throughout most of the house, and while he has spent the last few days trying to figure out how the incident occurred in his own embassy, well, he's one of the few people who've been granted dual citizenship of both Kree and Ryfel. And as he approaches, the door will open, and Jody, you will see someone you recognize step out.
Oh,
It is the person who... It is your contact in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Ryfel. He'll look at Jody and give... It is very obvious that he recognizes Jody.
yet.
He'll just pause and go, He'll point at Jody.
Not a word.
He'll turn,
working
and
on
you'll
it.
see a gnome, of all things, look up, standing behind him, and he'll go, I was told I had more guests. I did not know y'all would be acquainted. The minister from Ryfel will go, "It is nothing to worry about, sir. Just someone I had to deal with, a relic trade. We have had some issues locating the relic, though. I didn't realize that our other contacts had sent her back home already. Now, you said 2 doors down for the teleportation circle, yes?" "Indeed, indeed. I find your visit most enlightening, and I hope you will return soon, and I hope they have no trouble finding that missing relic. Cultural trade has not been going on long, and it would be a shame for it to come to a halt so quickly." And the guy will disappear. Jody, you feel a familiar presence, and because of it, you will get to roll an active perception check. Everyone else notices nothing.
Fletcher's just bluffing.
17 plus whatever my perception is, because again, I can't fucking load it.
While you
it's,
can't bring
what, 5?
yourself to focus on her directly, you do recognize the dark elf, the branded dark elf who is the minister's servant, is basically clinging to the shadows, for lack of a better term. They both go down the hall, disappear into the door, and you see a bright flash from what you have come to recognize as teleportation magic. Excuse me while my body decides it wants to hiccup as much as possible right now.
Oh, good. Jody's just gonna go, like, once they leave, just go, fucking hell.
The gnomish minister will just give a look at Jody, but won't say anything, allowing the other party members to speculate or whatever.
Bren
Fletcher's just
basically
in
just
the-
kind of gives her a little side eye. It's like, this is not the time nor the
Oh,
place.
Bryn, you would definitely recognize that person.
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher just
It's
looks up
more
at
of
Jody and
the,
is now bluffing
uh,
at Jody.
It's more of the him recognizing Jody thing that she's kind of acknowledging, but saying that this is neither the time nor place.
Is there any more magic we need to worry about, or can we just go? That's in character.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, I was answering a important message.
Jody was just saying, is there any more magic? Or can we just go?
Well, there's plenty of magic. This whole place permeates with magic. But yes, please, come in, come in. If you are who I think you are, we have important matters to discuss.
That we do.
Yeah. She'll just walk in.
The gnome will walk up to his desk, and you just see him kind of float up to on top of it, where he has a small floating stone which he uses as a chair, and a floating thing of tea. He goes, "Ah, do any of you partake in tea? This is some of the finest brew. I imported it from the oh god. So he's going to mention the Elven nation from the northern continent. You'll for those of you who aren't like continentally or geographically savvy, will recognize the name as of the nation as where the priestess you have been sent to find is from. I find it pairs quite
Jody will
well
just-
with a lump of sugar and just a dash of cream.
Jody will just go, just a hard nope, and just put Fletcher back on her. Actually, no. She'll stop petting for a second, still holding Fletcher how he wants to be held, and just pop the flask of totally water, totally not alcohol.
Fletcher,
Ah, I
roll
love
me
good tea.
roll me a memory check. So this will just be d20 plus your intelligence.
So it would be a nat 20, but I'm pretty sure that's a -1 for Fletcher, though I don't have my sheet. I'm pretty sure it was -1.
It is in
Are
fact
you,
a minus
wait, are
one.
you awakened animal? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
you're
an
awakened-
awakened animal. I'm
Yep, that is.
pretty sure it's a
I-
-1.
Yeah, because Mael has that too.
So Fletcher, you do
Not
vaguely
100%
recognize this gnome.
Hmm.
But it has been...
Why would that?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, why would that be? Did he give good scritches?
He... It has
Of course,
been many
mind you, of
years.
course, that would be the same.
It has been several years, countless years, and you would guesstimate at least a century. But this person reminds you of somebody who once visited the Immortal King, one of the last visitors before your party visited the Immortal King. Very accomplished gnome wizard. Did give good scritches, and also had delicious treats.
Fletcher, who was once just blipping at Jody, finally turning his head, goes, "Do you still have treats?"
Ah, the young Master Fletcher.
People,
I
do
did
you
not
know?
think I would see you outside of the Immortal King's chambers. I do believe I have something. And a small bag will float out from one of the shelves, and it'll land on the desk and open up, and inside it is a singular biscuit shaped like a fish.
The Fletcher, who's still being held like a baby, his little paws just start making grabby hands towards it.
Jody, that would technically be your cue.
Oh, Jody will just sort of look at Fletcher, not understanding if that means put him down or to like
It's very
grab
much
the
a
tree.
give me it's a very much a give me motion, specifically indicated towards the tree. Fletcher does not want to be put down. He just wants somebody to give him the tree.
I'll take that and then sort of grab it from the gnome
Well,
and
it's
feed
flat on
it
the desk
to
now.
Fletcher.
Yeah.
Well, same difference.
Yeah, Fletcher happily in his little paws takes it from you and starts numbing on it so you can keep petting him while he eats.
I assume you have some sort of missive for me, but the presence of Fletcher all but confirms you are who I think you are. And he'll just pull out a medallion from around his neck, and on it will be the same symbol that you recognized from the dwarf innkeeper. So, you're here about the missing priestess.
Bryn has been sat down now and has a cup of tea that he offered. That
Take one too.
So, I am not exactly keen to the particulars, but the priestess was coming here on a goodwill mission, more or less. Basically to show that at the very least, insert kingdom name here, supports continuing the truce, the ceasefire. And that Kree at the very least would benefit from these continuations, even if none of the nations south of the Veil responded. However, she was kidnapped in the middle of the night. That was about 2 weeks ago now. I'm surprised that we were able to get somebody here so quickly, but it is much appreciated. Of course, we cannot be overt about the nature of what's going on. So, you'll be sent with a member of some Kree significance, and it is to be labeled a joint training exercise. We have tracked down the kidnappers to a ruins about 4 days to the west. And you are to go there, and in those ruins you are to save the priestess. That was me stumbling, not the minister stumbling. Ideally, she will be found safe and alive, but we must prepare for the worst. If the priestess is found dead, it could mean the end of the ceasefire. It could mean the beginning of open war. As one of the few people who has stakes in keeping the war not going, one of the few people who has dual citizenship in both Kree and Ryfel, I would very much like to avoid that. And so, he pulls out a rather fancy looking gem and a singular wand. These two components can revive a singular person who has been dead for no more than 100 years. If you find the priestess's body, you are to resurrect her, and not speak a word of it to anyone. If that ends up being the case, we will take care of the kidnappers, or at that point, assassins, as discreetly as possible. Let me be clear.
How the
The only one that benefits from an open war like this do not mean well for the world. And then he'll pause for whatever you were about to say, Jody.
Where in the hell did he get something like this?
I know Jody's not the most intelligent person, but you did just got told that this was a powerful mage.
Yes. Counterpoint. She is literally a fucking criminal and could benefit from information like a fucking resurrection thing. That information would sell. And she will try at least to get that info.
Roll me a deception. Okay, so are you Okay, so this is either going to be deception or diplomacy. Are you trying to hide your intentions on why you want the information?
Well, the intentions is intrigue rather than like, I don't know how to word it. It is intrigue first and then information
later.
selling later.
Okay, but
Yeah.
still, so would it be obvious, or are you trying to hide the let's sell this information part of it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, she would try to hide that.
Okay, so I need a deception check.
That is another 17 on the die. What the hell? I'm gonna.
It is not
Every
a nat
time you
20,
ask me
which
to-
is all that
to-
matters.
Okay. I was
The-
gonna
the
say
gnome
every
will give
time
a
that you
quiet-
ask
will
me
give
to
a quiet
roll, I
little
reset.
chuckle before saying, "Well, my dear, I could tell you, but that information is protected by the seal," and then he'll just tap his tongue. So, if you are genuinely curious, I do not mind telling you, but you will not be able to relay the information to anyone.
Perhaps. But it's still good information to know.
Very well. And he'll point towards Brynhilder, because once again, K-Paul does not look like a studious mage, and Kagan is no longer with the party, so Brynhilder is the only one that would commonly know this. I mean, in theory, Fletcher would as well, but once again, Fletcher is wise cat, not smart cat.
Fletcher's also very much numbing on treat. It's meow meow meow.
Resurrection
Meow, meow,
magic
meow.
is exceptionally rare. Revivify, or insert whatever the Pathfinder equivalent is common enough, but the resources for it and the casters that would be able to survive situations where it would be useful aren't as common. But true resurrection magic is usually only done by extremely powerful clerics, higher ups within different organizations. Specifically, this wand was crafted by a high priestess of the Church of Galau within Ryfel. It is a very strenuous ritual, and so being able to craft a item allowing someone not of their stature, magically speaking, to be able to do it can only be produced once every 100 years or so, ironically enough. In this particular case, though, it was deemed necessary to utilize, as, once again, avoiding this war is of the utmost critical nature. Although I am quite sure that the High Priestess was not informed of the intent of its use.
Damn. Was hoping for more, but
I mean, being able to simply cast resurrection magic is a very rare ability outside of the clergy of Galau. Although I suppose there are some powerful necromancers who would have also figured it out while studying the relationship between life and death. But
listen,
being able to craft an item like this is a closely guarded secret of the church.
Shame. I'm not a fan of magic, if you can't tell. So something like that would be useful elsewhere, but that's what we have to do.
I'm the exception. She likes me.
Damn.
Well, Fletcher, you are very exceptional, so.
Indeed, I am.
You're also anything but boring.
Hehe.
I guess the question is who's
You can keep the
taking it?
compliments coming. You can keep the compliments. Fletcher ain't saying no to this. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, Paul, you want to throw in a compliment too? Fletcher will love this. Y'all get some keys if you do that.
Folks, and there was
Goddamn.
not only was I able to rain praise upon the Fletcher, I was able to do so with a pun.
Interesting. So, going through it, Pathfinder 2e doesn't have a equivalent for Revivify.
Oh. So this is
Interesting.
rare.
The earliest that you can bring back a dead character is with a ritual that a caster won't have access to until level 9.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we need to get Fletcher to level 9 stat.
Or, we just don't die. I like that idea. I like that plan.
I want
like
I
that
want to
plan too, but also level 9 Fletcher would just be useful in general, because think of the level 9 heals.
I want to remind you that in your party is a hot-headed fucking rogue that punches things.
We also almost made like 3 different combat encounters in the same building.
I fucking went to chokehold a level 20 wizard.
So
we need this cat level 9 ASAP.
So we have a rogue who's trying to be a monk, but acts like a barbarian.
Quite literally the multi-class mentality.
Say what?
It's great.
The multi-class mentality, quite literally. God damn it.
Hey, at least your fists
sad
are
part is I
lethal
don't think-
damage now.
True. The sad part is I don't even think she's going to multi-class. I think she's just rogue.
Oh, hold up.
But in her mind of minds,
then Fletcher and Jody both align in several different ways. They both have egos just for different reasons.
Fletcher has an ego because he's a cat. But Fletcher's also an oddly ride or die cat due to Fletcher's original ideologies in other worlds, so it's just transferred over lovely.
Quite literally ride or die.
Quite literally ride or die in this situation. I would also, by the way, since you did get hurt, Fletcher probably throughout the time of traveling in through the embassy probably healed you by now. At least I think it was I don't remember how it works. I think it's the D10. I think I got
Assuming
better
it's not
heals.
warded by an anti-magic
Yeah,
whatever.
assuming it wasn't warded. But that was the Fletcher can also wait since we're not getting into a combat encounter in here. Hopefully.
You don't know that.
This is hopefully. Well, we're not gonna get into a combat
we could also
encounter.
just, use one of Saren's elixirs as well.
Yeah, one of the potions. Fletcher is at this point under the assumption that no one will attack us in this very room because Fletcher got given a treat and is getting compliments.
Treats? Feeding my ego? We're safe.
Oh
Good
no.
night. No, giving me pets. Let's go. Fletcher's just suddenly level 9 now. The more that you feed his ego, the more he levels up. That's how it works.
Dear God.
Truly.
Dear God, the cat levels up from praise.
No, not dear God, cat God.
God damn it.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm here all week. Maybe I can look up.
Okay,
it
so
back online?
technically, at
No, it's
level
not.
5, you can use Reincarnate, which is a ritual that resurrects, but most likely as a different species.
Valid.
Anyhow, so the gnome will look at you all and go, so, take the time to prepare. I have been informed that you'll have people stabled at the northern gate. I have arranged for your mounts to be transferred to the western gate so you can take the most direct route out of here. And you will be met by the representative of Kree's, for lack of a better term, their military representative, at the western gate as well. Her sole purpose is to act as, well, honestly, as a disguise for the issue. This is a joint training exercise to be in promotion of our continued collaboration with Ryfel. That information you'll be able to freely share with anyone who inquires about it. The true nature of where you are going is, of course, bound by the seal placed upon you.
Understood.
He just gives kind of a defeated sigh and goes, just know this. Where you're going is bound to be dangerous. There is not much we can do about that, unfortunately.
Seems they love to send the newbie and set her up for failure. I will be happy to
Hey.
disappoint them.
Hey, no failure. You have me.
Like I said, I will be happy to disappoint them.
Good. Can we hit more of those streets on the road, please? I'm doing the polite thing again, please.
I love that you're pointing out that you're being polite too. Why, of course, Master Fletcher. I will have your servant carry them for you. And he'll wave his hand, and a bag of 3 more of the treats will be magically floated into Jody's pack.
This is my on-the-road human Jody.
And the gnome minister will look at Brynhilda and go, and this would be in response to the previous statement, but then Fletcher immediately went into another tirade. But dear, do not think that you were sent on this mission expecting to fail. Some of the higher-ups involved in it might think so, but you were chosen specifically by your uncles. Or did they not tell you? Secrecy is of the utmost importance for this mission, so perhaps not. Hello? Can y'all hear me?
I
Yeah.
hear you.
I was muted. No. Jody was saying, well, unless you have shitty family, I'd say they're rooting for you.
So it is to be a test to see if I can live up to their expectations, is it? I know they have the utmost faith in me, but I dare not disappoint them.
Yes, yes. But I have taken up enough of your time. It'll take you at least 2 hours to get to the western gate with traffic and all that, and, well, while you are on important business, the stable masters are not exactly lenient even on official matters.
Of course, they do have businesses to run after all.
Now, to avoid the mess of the gods, fear not, I am well aware of all that happens within my buildings. Most of the time. And he looks very jaded when he says most of the time. But, and they will be given proper lessons on etiquette. If you go 2 doors
Good.
down, door on the right, a teleportation circle that will take you to not far off from here. It'll still take you about 2 hours to get to the gate, because I can't justify a long range teleportation for this, but you won't have to deal with the gods on your way out.
Do you mages ever walk?
If we walked, why would you be carrying me?
Not everyone has.
You're right. Not everyone
Hey.
has an amazing traveling human like you. Thank you. Now, I was very polite. Let's go.
The minister will respond to Jody. I mean, if you'd prefer to walk out the front door, be my guest.
No.
Mm,
I say
I
we
don't know your
don't deal with the
teleportation.
guards again.
I also wouldn't know where this teleportation thing goes, so not great to split up.
We'll know when we get there. Let's go teleport, please. Please. I'm being polite again. Please.
Fletcher has a new catchphrase.
It gets things to go
I'm being-
Fletcher's
I'm
way
being
in the
nice, Pete.
outside world.
But I guess if we are walking to the teleporter, just during that Jody will just say to Brynhilde, you know, if you ever did want to disappoint them, I could show you a few things. It would only cost you. Character knows, player doesn't. What was the thing that I tried to steal?
Her signet ring?
That. Jody will just say it'll just, you know, cost you a little ring, but it's more fun this way.
This ring will just. The only way this ring is leaving me is if it goes to my successor.
Oh god, Pathbuilder has been down for almost a whole day.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Hold on.
But you know, she'll just say, it's a shame. I feel like it'd be fun watching you try to pick a lock.
God, I can't. Okay, yep. Um, so the portal takes you to a small little teleportation outpost that appears to be about a block down from the embassy. You are greeted by a halfling operator who says, "Thank you for traveling with Kree Teleportation Services."
Fletcher's gonna take a little gold out of his pouch and, like, with his mouth, like, throw it towards the guy.
Are you seriously about to tip this guy a whole fucking gold?
No,
It's literally the only
Jody,
thing Fletcher has on him. Do you take the
Jody will
gold
just
from Fletcher?
Jody will just go no, and just take it. Just don't give them money.
That's all I have.
This town does not deserve it, or this country does not
Okay.
deserve it.
Hey, but that's not why you punish the people.
Trust me, it's not worth it.
Well, shall we head for the gate then? We would not want to be late picking up our steeds and have to pay the extra.
Yeah.
You were about to tip this man an entire gold.
Fletcher has no concept of, like, the things he has in his pouch. He just knows he can give it to people for things. Also, he genuinely doesn't have less than a gold, I remember that much.
So, true to the
But well,
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if Fletcher like puts away the money or whatever, she'll just grab one of the treats out of the pack and just give it to Fletcher.
So he's immediately not upset anymore. Actually, no, you know what? He's more upset you're not holding him like a baby. He's trying to figure out how to, like, fall into your arms to be held like a baby while he eats.
I was gonna say I don't think I changed how I'm holding you.
Oh, well then yes, but held like a baby. He is very
Yeah,
happy.
I think the only thing that happened was I used like the hand I was petting you with for a second to drink from the flask and
Drink.
immediately put it away.
Fletcher's back to just happily numbing while you guys walk then.
So, true to the minister's word, it does in fact take you to almost. Actually, hold up. Jody, are you trying to avoid the Marcellion family again?
I am. If if they if the party like assumes anything and like wants to walk past it anyway, they can. But Jody will just meet up with them later. It's up to the party.
Fletcher just wants to get to where the horses are so that the Drake is not held for an extra day.
Oh, the Drake won't be held hostage. You'll just be charged for an extra day.
Fair. Still, same thing in Fletcher's mind, truthfully.
So the rest of the party is going straight towards the gate, which it's just a straight path down the street from where you are now. Jody, are you trying to do the avoiding thing?
If the party doesn't like question it, then yes. If they do, she'll just try to lay low.
I was gonna say we can probably just stealth our way in the middle, did Brunhilde on one side, Cape on the other. No one's gonna notice Jody with Saren right behind, or right next to. Surround the Jody.
I feel like it would draw more attention to just randomly have a person
Not to
surrounded.
Jody! Not to Jody when you think about it. I feel like Brunhilde is the main eye catcher of this group.
Literal knight in shining armor.
I feel
Literally,
like
if
that
you
would
would
cause
let me
more
continue-
issues.
If you would let me continue
Right.
my little tirade, did Brunhilde and Kate Paw have their own distinction as part of Fletcher's thing, but Fletcher ended up not finishing it, so it's fine. You'll find out eventually what Fletcher thinks of y'all.
Okay, so
I
Jody.
was gonna say, motherfucker, I'm carrying you. I hope it's good.
Well, you're my traveling human.
Speaking of Jody,
If-
by the way, Jody did take 5 points of damage. Is anybody rectifying that?
Yes, that was my point, was if I wasn't able to heal in the embassy, I would heal outside of the embassy, but I think you were busy at one point looking something up.
Okay,
I
go
think
ahead
it
and
was an
roll that
important
heals.
message.
Actually, no, because you can just do the two
That-
action version and maximize the healing. Well, not
Yeah.
maximize, but heal more than she took.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the D10. Because I remember doing the more heals.
Yeah, you have the more heals, but it's a D10 plus 8 if you do the two action version.
Yeah, that was my point.
Okay, so Jody is healed. Jody, are you trying to sneak off or not?
It legitimately depends on if the party notices that she is trying to not be around a specific area.
Well, you have Fletcher literally riding on you, so Fletcher is obviously going to notice, especially since it's a straight walk to the gate.
It's probably will somebody who's not Fletcher knows, because Fletcher's also being bribed via treat.
Okay, so I will say this. One of the Marcellion family businesses is on this street. So in order for you to avoid it, you would have to duck down a side street randomly.
I mean, just ducks down a side street and just randomly appears right back by us, like she was never gone. That's what rogues do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jody, roll me stealth.
That's a 4 on the die. I think I do have good stealth. I just don't know what it
Yeah,
is
but
off the
it's
top of
not
my head.
higher than everyone's passive perception.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all are passing down by what appears to be a popular restaurant of sorts. Oh god, I'm feeding into the stereotype more. Anywho, when you notice Jody attempt to disappear down a side street. So, K-Paw?
So I wouldn't
Bryn?
necessarily try to stop her. But like there would be kind of a side eye look of
Okay, does K-Paw have an opinion on this?
He's just following the dragon lady, and if she's not trying to stop anything, he's like, well, it must be fine.
Saren will look visibly
Fletcher's
confused and slightly heartbroken, but won't say anything either if neither of y'all say anything.
Oh, poor baby.
So, Jody, you managed to get down the side street and get maybe about a half block further when all of a sudden you notice a glint in the street as you are surrounded by 4 of Marcelion's thugs.
What?
Also, because it's going to be important. The minister would have handed the gem and the resurrection tool directly to Brynhilder.
Oh, I figured.
So it is not
One
on
of the
Jody's
things I was
person
gonna ask
currently.
before. Yeah. One of the things I was gonna ask beforehand was who's picking up the resurrection stuff.
I just figured that was absolutely going to be Brynhilder no matter what, because Brynhilder's like the literal best option.
So y'all are in a narrowish streetway, maybe 15 feet of clearance from wall to wall. You are surrounded, 2 people on either side. And one of them looks at you and goes, "What are you doing back in town, Jody? The boss made it clear you weren't supposed to be back until you satisfied the client. And we just heard back from the client. They were not expecting to see you here."
Listen, they wanted the job done, and it's gonna take longer than expected. If they had a problem with it, they would have told me when I saw them.
Not up for you to decide what the client wants and how the client's going to act. Now, unfortunately, he has no faith you're going to get the job done, which means he has no faith with the boss, and the boss doesn't like that. So, I've been sent here to give you a choice. Left or right?
Fletcher, go.
Fletcher is very confused, but is casually going to hop down and still very much wear his sword in his tail. Casually, just slowly, like as if he's not trying to be stealthy, but trying not to draw too much attention as he's gonna try and slip back to the main road to get the others. because I don't know if I don't know what spells I have. I don't know how useful I am in this fight. Why is the two people who don't have their character sheets the ones in the battle? I would be a lot more ride or die at the current moment if I knew what I could do. And it's still down. Fuck.
You know, yeah,
Yeah, no, but
unless
that's
Fletcher is
the
stopped.
others.
The thugs will
Are they gonna
let
do
the
anything to Fletcher or no?
They are not going to do anything to Fletcher. One of them will give the cat a curious look since the cat is carrying literally a double-sided blade, a blade staff, or however you want to describe it. But they're not going to stop the cat. Instead, the two people behind you are going to come up from behind you, and both of them are going to attempt to grab one of your arms. Yeah, that definitely beats it.
I think I had message, but I don't remember. I don't remember Fletcher's spells. Because my thought was if I had message, could I go back to the main road and use that to try and get, but I don't remember if that's a thing Fletcher actually has.
It is a cantrip that I do not think was on your list.
It's on one of them. I just don't know which one it was.
It's also got a range of 120 feet and requires line of sight. So,
Which is why he would have gotten.
so one of your arms is immediately securely grabbed. The other one doesn't quite grab it. So the third guy steps in and manages to secure your other arm. And the guy who's been talking pulls out a knife again and goes, "Now, don't make this harder on yourself, Jody. The boss is being very generous here. So you get to pick left or right, and as long as you don't resist, you'll be allowed to go on your way and prove to the client that you're still going to get the job done."
This is what you call
So
nice.
where are me and K-Pa during this? Like, how far have we gotten? Would there be any indication of
How long does it take me
danger?
running to get to them?
It won't take you long to get to them, but assuming that y'all were walking
This
at a standard
situation's
pace.
happening very
Yeah,
quickly.
this situation is happening very quickly. Unless this becomes a long, drawn-out combat encounter, it'll probably be done by the time you get back. But, Jody. Yes, this is being nice. Now pick or I pick. And then he just goes 5, 4, 3, and you can say when you would pick, if any.
Out of character, I am assuming it's probably something to do with cutting off something on the hand.
Yes.
In like with that sort of assumption, she is going to make it as hard as possible, like trying to get out.
Okay, in which case I need you to roll initiative.
Oh boy. What is with 17s today? 17 plus whatever my initiative is.
Your perception modifier, which is a +4 or +5.
I think it's a 5.
I think it's plus.
So
5.
22 versus 23. So he'll walk up to you
Actually, wait. give me-
and he will attempt to
Loaded,
pry open your
finally.
left hand. What's up?
The Pathfinder worked.
It's probably gonna be
wait.
6 actually.
It's not connecting to GM, but it's opened. I can see my stats for Fletcher.
Yeah, hers should be 6 because mine is 6.
Right, y'all leveled up. I forgot about that.
Let's find out.
But then it
Which is
broke
going to be good
immediately.
because I'm having
No,
issues
come
connecting to
back.
players.
It broke for 3 seconds and then immediately shot itself. God damn it!
That's
I
fine.
saw my
I
stats
am
for
going
5
to
seconds.
screenshot my fucking character sheet.
So I will say this.
I can't get
Once
all
I-
of it.
I'm getting a larger than normal paycheck from this, and so I will be getting the Foundry for this campaign. And then all of the information will be stored on Foundry instead of on this.
Yeah.
I think. I'll have to see how Foundry lets you access your character sheets when I'm not running the server for the actual game, but
Yeah, Rena is correct. It is a +6.
okay,
So it is
so y'all
actually
are tied
in
for
initiative.
initiative.
It worked for 3 seconds and it went away.
Listen, it worked long enough for me to realize or to screenshot all my
It
stats
worked.
minus like
It
the
worked
bottom
long enough
ones.
for the person who's in battle to have battle stats.
Okay, so
Also, holy shit, my stats are insane.
what do you
forgot.
mean they're insane?
+5 fortitude, +10 reflex,
Well, yeah, you're a
+6
rogue.
will.
So unfortunately,
I just-
apparently ties do go to the adversary for initiative, so they do get to act first. Ah! I have lost my dice. Okay, let's try that again. What's your AC? Oh, sorry, not your AC. What is your
19.
athletics?
Athletics is +6.
Okay. He manages to pry your hand open, and with his attack action, well, essentially attack action, he cuts off your left pinky. One swift cut, you will take 7 points of slashing damage as he cuts off your pinky. He will then while still holding it, be like, "Well, boys, let her go. Let's see if she has a death wish, or if she'll take her lumps." And he uses his last action to stride up to his move away from you with your pinky. It is technically your turn. They do not fight you if you attempt to break free. But it will take you 2 actions because you have to break free from each person individually.
Oh yeah, I'm breaking out regardless.
Okay, so your third action. You have just lost your left pinky. You have been told that if you behave, that will be the end of the matter for now. However, you know they will attempt to kill you if you fight back. Just from their reputation. At the very least, they will harm you severely if you attempt to fight back.
I am very torn. Player says this is really, really stupid. Character says you'd do it, you'd fucking like grapple the shit out of him.
Well, you only have one action available, so
I can't tell what a grapple is because I can't switch to actions to see the.
So it's
economy
a
of that.
singular action to grapple, but you cannot grapple the dude with your pinky because he's already walked away.
You would have to attack one of the guys beside you if you were going to attack.
Ah, this is difficult.
Okay, so would Jody's pride be worth more to her than her life?
Is it weird that her ego is telling her that people would come before the fight ends?
Fletcher, what's your move speed?
Uh, I think 20 feet,
Which means you
but
can
I
cover.
would be using
You would be using all three
full.
actions,
full-
yes. So you would
Yeah, 60, I think.
60. So it would take you probably 5 turns to reach the party. And then it would take them 5 turns to get back. Because I'm not seeing a sprint action.
And unfortunately, I don't have a command that lets me go towards the danger, only away from it.
I do have the message thing.
Okay, so once you got onto the main road, that would probably cut. Well, it would cut 2 turns of movement to get to where you can talk to them. So yeah, so 3 turns until you'd be able to message them. They're a bit faster than you, but it would still probably take them 5 turns to get back to the combat.
Yeah, but I would be able to turn around and get to the combat before. So Jody would at least have Fletcher on his side who could keep him alive, or who could keep her alive. I had to disconnect my character from your stuff in order to actually see my character.
It's all good. We'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because
Eh.
I have those options available. I just don't have it actually selected.
So this literally just boils down to Jody's pride.
Hold on. I feel like the best answer is the one that I'm currently doing. I feel like Jody would just be standing there fuming and trying to figure out what she wants to do.
Okay. So you will take 1 point of bleed damage, and then you need to roll a fortitude save as your turn
There
ends.
is also this is an exploration move, but there is hustle, which is you move at double your travel speed. I think that's not for this situation. I'm just looking through the actions because I'm trying to figure it out.
I would allow it in this
Also
situation because you
16.
cannot hustle long.
Yeah, because you can only hustle. I just had it. Where the fuck did it go? Hustle. You can only hustle to a number of minutes equal your constitution modifier times 10 minutes, so that would be 20 minutes for Fletcher.
But, so, Jody, what was that
Dude.
fortitude save?
16 combined.
Okay. You manage to stop the bleeding on your hand after you take that 1 point of bleed damage. At least temporarily. It'll need to be treated by a medical professional, aka someone trained in medicine. And assuming you just sit there fuming, the other 3 people will just walk away, and you see them disappear behind into an alleyway.
And I make an attack action on the wall
Roll it.
because she's probably.
But at this
That-
point,
that-
we'll
that-
go ahead and end the initiative.
I
Did you just roll a nat
I
20?
can't. No, it's a 17. It's always 17 today.
Okay, roll damage.
It's 17 on the die plus. What is my damage? Because I can't even look it up.
1d6 plus your strength mod.
I need. To
Oh wait,
pull
no,
out
no, no.
my
You are
actual
the
dice.
right bracket to add dex mod to damage.
So what am I rolling?
1d6.
Plus dex.
Well, that's a 6.
So you manage
And
to
what-
break off a bit of the plaster on the wall, exposing the brick underneath. You don't feel any pain from the action because of the adrenaline pumping through your veins right now. However, which hand do you punch it with?
The not bloodied hand.
Okay. So the rest of you manage to get back within a minute or so. The ruffians are already gone, and you just see Jody there, her fist against a wall, the plaster broken down, brick exposed.
Just head down. Like,
It seems you're unable to avoid those you were trying to avoid.
I don't need to hear anything from you.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let you go off alone.
Enough of your sympathy. Get this over with.
Saren will speak up, obviously scared. What did they want?
So she'll just stay silent, just not wanting to talk.
Some things are better not known, Saren.
Okay. Did they hurt you?
Are we just gonna sit around, or are we gonna move?
Fletcher's just gonna rub against Jody's legs.
She'll pick up Fletcher and, with the bloodied hand, mostly so people notice.
Saren lets out a little gas eep noise and says, "We need to get that treated." And you need to get fucked. But so technically the wound will close close up for good if Fletcher casts heal on you, or one of the 2 people trained in medicine in the party can treat wounds. Wounds will, if you don't want to use battle medicine, will take 10 minutes. Battle medicine is just an action.
I'll do my
I mean, I could
battle
easily
medicine.
heal.
But Saren will
Yeah,
then go.
my guy can heal too.
Ah, yes. Let's douse Jody while she's down.
No.
I will use the battle medicine to just get it done quickly.
Okay, roll that medicine check, babe.
That is a 27.
I want you
Okay.
to know, during all this, she's giving you the death stare.
So Brynhilder walks up, uses a special kit from her tool to just cauterize the wound shut, and Jody's left hand is now
This is
missing
gonna
the.
hurt like a bitch, by the way.
Jody is now missing her left pinky. Statistically, this won't affect much. You will have to spend a bit of time retraining your hands for dexterity-based tasks that require your fingers, but beyond that, after that slight awkward period, we'll say you need to do about 10 hours of practice before that's over, but beyond that, there will be no long-term mechanical penalties for losing your pinky.
And there
Yeah.
are no hostile creatures, so I can't give us the retreat command.
Jody will just the moment that it's over, just rip her hand away and start walking.
Saren is carrying Fletcher, by the way.
Oh.
Like, Saren would have carried Fletcher, so y'all weren't slowed down for that. And and presumably the way it was just described, Jody does not pick Fletcher back up before walking away.
Oh, I said I was picking up Fletcher with the
The
bloodied hand.
Oh, right.
The original thing was that I got picked up, and then by that case I got handed over, and then I'm assuming now handed back.
That depends on if Jody would have let anyone take Fletcher away while Bryn was
Nope.
patching up her hand. Nope. Okay.
Nope.
It was just
So Jody is going
Okay.
full on "do not talk to me or my son again" mode.
Yep.
I also just realized while looking at Fletcher's things that I have another spell that I was able to do that I never did. Oops. It's fine, probably.
Is she just gonna be walking alone?
I'm assuming they're following.
To the staples.
Yep.
Do the staples.
So,
But yeah, I was trying to see if there was a way that I could do anything, but no, my only movement thing is defensive retreat, which you have to be observing a hostile creature for.
so one awkward silent hour later, you make it to the stables where your two horses, the carriage, and the riding drake are all already out, and there is a figure standing amongst them that is clearly not one of the city guards or one of the stable hands.
Probably the person we're meeting.
Were we given a name or anything?
You were not.
We were just told it was somebody.
Commander, I don't believe we were given your name, I presume?
She'll turn around and look at you, and as she turns around, you'll notice the spear on her back as one specifically made for killing dragons. And she'll look at you and go, "I don't bear the title of commander. The name is Celeste Volga. I am one of the Dragon Knights of Kree, and I've been informed that I am to join you on a joint operation." And she
Right.
kind of gives a wink with the joint operation remark. If you would like Brynhilder, you can roll a lore warfare check to see if you remember much about the Dragon Knights of Kree.
22.
So, the Dragon Knights of Kree are very much a remnant of a bygone era, for lack of a better term. They have not seen direct combat in 75 years because their whole purpose is training to kill dragon knights and to kill dragons and dragon riders of Ryfel. Like the whole purpose of their martial arts is they are trained and proficient in fighting and killing dragons and their kin, as well as those who have trained to ride them.
They all have a sense of humor, don't they?
Well, while this is a joint operation, there is still a degree of mistrust between our two nations. So, of course, if they send a dragon rider, who better to supervise them when outnumbered, I might add, she says, looking at K-Paul, Saren, and Jody, than one trained to put your beast down.
Are you really wise enough to threaten us?
I'm sorry, could you restate what you said? Because I heard, are you really wise enough to threaten us?
Are you wise enough to be threatening us? Like, are you actually wise, or are you threatening us? That's the idea with that line.
Okay. She'll look at Jody and go, and just state, just sharing my higher up sentiments. They don't understand why we need to be doing this joint operation, and so some of them are annoyed. They'd prefer we just close the gates to the walls and bar all access from Ryfel.
It is an unfortunate sentiment, but one that is not uncommon. But I'm sure you know that there are more important things at stake here.
All I know is this beats training in the barracks all day. Even with the surprise visit from the Grand Master 2 days ago, things are still mostly boring. And with that, Fletcher, you have a high enough past and wisdom to connect the dots. Everyone else can roll a wisdom or an intelligence check to try to connect the dots. Wait, no, Brynhilder has a high enough passive intelligence to connect the dots. You can connect that the dragon that flew over you overhead 3 days ago by this point is most likely the Grand Master that they were talking about.
So 13.
Jody is clueless.
What was the roll again?
Wisdom or intelligence, whichever is higher.
Roll this.
I'm sorry, I did not understand that.
18.
18. K-Paw is smart enough to make the connection as well. So Jody is the only one that is clueless on what she meant. Or, well, is the only one who didn't make the connection. She's not clueless, but...
She's preoccupied.
And with that
Yeah.
connection, Brynhilder would be aware that the highest ranking members of the Dragon Knights of Kree are also experienced dragon riders as well. Because, you know, riding and fighting on top of dragons and slaying dragons tend to go hand in hand no matter where you're from.
Yep.
Well, as you can see, I have taken the liberty of checking your animals out to make sure you didn't incur. And she kind of looks at someone which you can connect is the Western stable master. Additional fees. The stable master is just kind of glaring, kind of. But we should be out on our way. We have about, she looks around, 3 or 4 hours of daylight left. I think we can do at least half a day's travel.
Then let's go.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bitter is Jody right now?
Very. Like, I would argue 10.
Okay, so y'all head out, and because there's been enough excitement for the day, we're going to say that nothing interesting happens for the half-day travel you do before making camp. When you make camp, Celeste will volunteer to cook dinner for the party for the night. Do y'all take her up on her offer?
Sure.
Jody's just gonna take whatever is made and just eat out in the woods, away from people.
There's not
Interesting.
really woods around right now, but
Just 15 feet away on a rock. Just enough to, like, not be near people.
Yep.
okay. So, everyone who eats the food, Celeste included, unfortunately, needs to make a fortitude saving throw.
Jesus
Oh,
fucking
no.
Christ, how bad of a cook is this woman?
Normally not bad, but she rolled a nat 1.
Oh no!
My fucking gal, Jesus fucking
So,
Christ.
28.
I also got a 28.
um. 24.
26.
Okay, so no one is adversely affected, but obviously you take your first bite and something is immediately off. And she just, you see her just kind of spit it out and go, "What the hell's is wrong?" And she pulls out, and turns out that her pack of rations apparently wasn't treated, and the meat is rotten. And she did not catch it when doing the prep.
Just unlucky, I guess. Would call it sabotage, but you poisoned yourself at that point.
She just looks at it and starts bawling. I just wanted to do a good meal.
So,
All the books say the best way to build camaraderie
so
is
this
to
is actually
is to
this
cook
is
a
the
meal.
perfect time for this. I'm so sorry for interrupting you, but this is the perfect time for this. When I looked at my rank 1 spell that I could redo, I found something called Cleanse Cuisine. Fletcher, please cleanse this fucking food so we can eat it.
Okay, so after Quentin's cuisine happens, the food is actually really good. You're not going to get the benefits as if the meal had been prepared and actually rolled well, but the food does taste good when it's purified. Jody's food would technically be out of range for the spell.
No, because this is something that the moment that Fletcher would have, like, ate bad, would have, like, dragged Jody over, because Fletcher was with Jody and forced everyone into a little circle to do
Jody
this.
walked off by herself, like specifically by herself.
Fletcher's always with Jody, though. Did you leave me behind? Did I get left behind?
Depends on if you stayed on my shoulder.
I would have
When I
stayed
walked
with
by.
you.
Then you were probably with me.
Yeah, so I'm dragging you
away.
back so I can cleanse all of our food.
Okay,
Jody is not moving.
Fletcher's giving you wet cat eyes.
so right now, Celeste is bawling at the misfortune and the fact that her meat is rotten, and she's pissed. Fletcher is trying to convince Jody to join the rest of the group. So what is the range on purified food or cleansed
10
food?
feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Jody, how many spell slots do you have? Because this is gonna turn out to be a thing where you're just gonna have to cast it twice. Because Jody is apparently
I
not budging.
don't know how the fuck you tell spell slots on this thing. Don't know how spell slots work.
Steals Jody's food and takes it over.
Yeah, I'll steal your plate since you're being pouty. And I'll cleanse everyone's food and then I'll go back.
Yeah, and then just take it back to her.
Okay, so just keep in mind, you do have 4 separate spell slots specifically for your font. So you would technically have 2 spell slots for first rank spells other than heal.
Okay.
But yeah, so
in theory, I could cleanse Jody's food and my food, and then go over and cleanse the rest of everyone else's.
yes.
Because I don't think I need to do any more spelling prior or
Not
after
for the
this
day.
without a rest. Yeah. So I'll just cleanse mine and Jody's, leave Jody my plate, and then go over to the others.
Upon seeing Fletcher cleanse the food, Celeste is gonna bawl even more and thank Fletcher and give Fletcher scritches and call Fletcher a good boy.
Okay, I like you. Don't take this don't take Jody personally.
She'll
This
she'll
isn't-
wipe her tears and go, I just wanted to make a nice pot of stew for everyone. The book says the fastest way to make friends is to cook food for them.
Yes, and you were doing very good. It's just that sometimes bad things happen on certain days, and it's not your fault when things happen. It is out of your control. Just enjoy your food, make friends with everyone else, and then we will talk more tomorrow. This is also the first time she heard Fletcher talk.
You have the feeling that she was forewarned.
Probably. And then Fletcher's going back to Jody, because Fletcher is not leaving Jody for too long.
When you get back, she's drinking.
That is normal for Jody, truthfully.
No, like heavily.
Oh, poor baby.
Like usually she uses the flask. She's drinking straight from the goddamn bottle.
Yeah, Fletcher's just gonna get on Jody's lap and quietly purr. Try to make Jody feel better.
Sorry, we are taking care of some away from party knowledge real quick.
Valid.
Okay, so Judy's just fuming in place. So Celeste will volunteer to take Jody's. Did I just call her Judy? Yes, I did.
You did.
Anyway, uh, Celeste will volunteer to take Jody's place in the night watch order because Jody is obviously in no condition to do a watch. But Jody. So after everyone's rest, you regain the hit points. Actually, no, all of y'all are capped off. So you all do your daily preps and whatnot, and you regain your resources. Jody, for the rest of the day, you are fatigued because you pass out on the rock that you are fuming on.
Sounds about right.
But you have 3.5 days to get to the ruins. Who wants to roll the randomness of random roll?
What role would that be?
For this
Dice-wise?
part of the journey, it's a percentile.
I have percentiles somewhere. There they are.
As a
Ooh,
D&D player, I would hope you have percentiles.
it's an exact 50. Right down the middle.
Okay, so you're walking about your day going along. Celeste is talking tactics with Brynhilder, talking about what it's like to train with dragons and knights and fights and stuff that only her and Brynhilder would understand. When around 3 p.m., the sky just goes completely dark. Like, not even dark vision helps you see dark. And this lasts for 30 minutes. Celeste has a torch. I'm sure you all have other sources of light. I mean, K-Paw is a walking torch. So you're able to keep going, but it is up to y'all whether you want to risk moving while the sky is pitch dark. Just imagine a moonless, sunless, starless night.
Unless somebody specifically stops Jody, she's just gonna keep walking.
Well,
I'm having
it
trouble
sounds like no
paying
one stops you.
attention.
So, what's up, babe?
I'm having a really hard time paying attention.
Okay, we've been going for 2.5 hours. We can go ahead and call it there if we need to. Is that fine with everyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't bother me.
Static at 1 a.m.
Okay, so we're gonna call it there. I'm gonna find somebody to raid real quick, but yeah.
I think Croy is on.
I'm actually gonna raid a friend from a different friend group real
Oh,
quick.
that's valid. Pop off. I was just gonna look down the list and see who was on, but pop off. Do as you wish. Send me their way. I'm in your chat.
Where Jody got bullied this entire session.
Well, thank you everyone for being here. I do really appreciate it. I apologize for cutting it short, but player health does matter and everything else. So I'm going to be sending you to my good friend Shotgun Seraph. She is currently playing Aska, a game that I want to get into, but I'm too broke to buy any new games currently. But treat her with the same love and respect you treat me. She is an amazing person. She is a close friend. She has helped me out through some hard times and everything else.